Pep Guardiola was given a yellow card for this celebration. Passionate celebration. Pep Guardiola's Man City just beat Arsenal 2-0 to win the Carabao Cup. How did they do it? This is Arsenal's best chance of the game when Kai Havertz gets the ball and tries to place it on the far end. At this point, you can clearly see Nunes is playing him on side. He gets a threaded pass through the defense by Zubimendi, and if he takes it first time at this position, he scores, but he waits too long for the keeper to cover the spaces. He then two more saves, making a triple save at the time. Arsenal were playing with a 4-4-2 that was narrow and congested the midfield, and this prevented Man City from utilizing the midfield space or the central area in progression. Guardiola adjusted to this by allowing his wingers to stay wide. This is Semenyo and Doku, and this would pull a midfielder from the Arsenal team to come and help in defense. You can still see Arsenal being very narrow. Every time Doku was on the ball, he was always being faced by two defenders, and in this case it was Ben White and Zubimendi. And whenever they were not marked by two defenders and one of the midfielders will pass, that will create a dangerous chance. In this case, you can see Semenyo here. In the Nkapie, he was just marked by Nkapie, and in this case, he gets past him and he delivers a pass into the box, which was a dangerous cross. When you can see here that Doku is not marked by two players, it actually ends up in a bypassing his defender and actually gives a very good pass to Cherki, who actually has a shot at goal, but it's blocked, but it's a very good chance for scoring. The goal comes from a similar situation where there is a cross that is made into the box, and the goal is a result of that. So Bernardo takes his time, gets past his Hinkapi, and gives the ball to Cherki. Cherki also gets past his man and passes the ball into the danger area. Kepa should have punched the ball better, pushed it out of the danger area, but he does not do that. So the ball ends up in the danger area, and in this case, Man City take advantage of that with a goal from O'Reilly. So for the second goal, Arsenal have 8 players within the 18-yard box and the 6-yard box, making that area very congested. So the only way to go about it is that City open up on the wider areas, and that is where Bernardo and Nunes make passes, confusing the City defenders, and Nunes gives a pass into the danger area, that is the 6-yard box, and from that position, that is where we get the goal by O'Reilly. O'Reilly is just positioned in a good position where he just has the ball easily into the corner. When the Man City changed their tactics, Arsenal were just playing a defensive game, clamping up the box, not really trying to open up, and just being defensive throughout the game, what we call park the bus. So I found it quite amusing how they approached the game and how Arteta approached it in such a manner. Arsenal introduced Madueke and changed Saka to come into the midfield area where he could have more control at the center and try to dictate the play, but that was not possible. So we get to see that there was no change. Man City did dominate Arsenal. Some of the controversial issues in the game were when Cherki decided to juggle the ball. That I found quite disrespectful, but we watch on. The other thing was when Kepa and Doku had a tussle, and in this case I do not find that Kepa should have gotten a red card. It wasn't a clear goal scoring opportunity, but could go other way, and also with that in mind, because it was not so forceful. Kindly like, subscribe, and can also leave a comment on what you thought about the game and the analysis, and what's your perspective on the same. It goes a long way, so it should help me in a lot. Thank you.